Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 2M followers. How cancelled Bachelor star Chris Harrison spent years in showbiz exile amid racism row. Former Bachelor host Chris Harrison is making a comeback after spending 5 years in showbiz exile following a controversial departure from the show he was once synonymous with. For 19 years, Harrison was more than just the host of The Bachelor and its spin-offs, but also the comforting presence leads turn to when grappling over who to give a rose to, and the man several successful couples asked to officiate their wedding. But in 2021, Harrison, 54, endured a fall from grace that would have shocked members of Bachelor Nation a year earlier. During an interview with Extra correspondent Rachel Lindsay, the franchise's first black bachelorette, he defended a contestant accused of racism, and his remarks subsequently led to his departure from the show. It was a shocking shake-up for Bachelor Nation, as Harrison's image had become virtually indistinguishable from the franchise. A new host, Jesse Palmer, was named shortly thereafter. Harrison reportedly received an 8-figure payout for his exit and has laid low since leaving The Bachelor, until now. Last week, Harrison announced he would be hosting a new dating show for singles seeking traditional marriage, and one which has been accused of giving mega by netizens. The announcement served as a reminder of Harrison's controversial exit from the Bachelor franchise and begged the question, what exactly has he been up to since leaving the show? As it turns out, starting a new life. After exiting The Bachelor, Harrison left Hollywood, returned to his Texan roots and tied the knot with his girlfriend, former Entertainment Tonight host Lauren Zima. When he's not spending time with his wife, Harrison can also be found on the golf course, a passion he has turned into a good cause. Along with Zima, professional golfer Sergio Garcia and his philanthropist wife Angela Garcia, Harrison has launched 4Kids ATX, a fundraising venture which gives back to local children and their families. Throughout it all, he attempted 2 other comebacks in the media. He launched the most dramatic podcast ever, a show whose name was inspired by his iconic, most dramatic season ever catchphrase on The Bachelor. That show appears to no longer be running. In 2024, Harrison joined Dr. Phil's conservative network, Merit Street Media, as the host of the network's reality dating series. That particular show does not appear to have ever come to fruition, though he did host a podcast with his wife through the network which also seems to have ended over the summer. Merit Street Media has since filed for bankruptcy. In a recent interview with People, Harrison revealed he felt a surprising sense of relief after The Bachelor and a new sense of purpose. Despite feeling initial angst and pressure to return to work, Harrison's eyes were open thanks to Zima and their new home. I kind of took a deep breath and you dropped your shoulders, and I think, obviously falling in love definitely helped, moving to Austin definitely helped kind of relieve that and realize, wow, there's a whole other world out here to dive into. And so it has been a wonderful break and relief, he told the outlet in October. Harrison, who hails from Dallas, now lives in Austin with his wife at a home they essentially built from scratch. The couple purchased property in the summer of 2020 that Austin Lifestyle described as just a slab overlooking a spectacular view, before they constructed their perfect home. For Texas-born Harrison, the decision to return back to his home state was not much a matter of if but when. I always knew I wanted to eventually move back home to Texas. I'm from Dallas. My family is here and now both my kids will even be in college at TCU, he told the publication. Despite cutting ties with The Bachelor, he has remained on good terms with various members of the franchise and has even expressed gratitude for his time on the show, acknowledging it brought him to his wife. I'm incredibly grateful for my years on The Bachelor. That job will always hold a special place in my heart, as it changed my life, he told Austin Lifestyle. My best memories of the show have more to do with my family and personal life than the show itself. I think of all the amazing trips we got to take and the experiences I got to share with my kids. Whether it was swimming with sharks in Belize or eating chocolate tacos, what my kids called crepes, in Paris overlooking the Eiffel Tower, those are the moments that stand out to me. And now my greatest Bachelor moment was meeting the love of my life, Lauren. I'll never forget the day that changed everything for us, which happened while I was shooting one of our specials on the Warner Brothers lot. She was there covering it for Entertainment Tonight, and during a break in filming we ran into each other at craft services and had a very personal conversation that changed everything between us. As upbeat as Harrison has remained publicly about his departure, he has also been candid about the emotional toll of the controversy. Harrison opened up about the aftermath of his racism scandal on The Bachelor on his podcast, titled The Most Dramatic Podcast Ever, revealing he lost 20 pounds and struggled to sleep and eat. Harrison said he was sick to my stomach following the interview where he defended contestant Rachel Kirkconnell after she was pictured at a 2018 antebellum-themed fraternity formal. And I lost 20 pounds. I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. I was scared to death of, not of my job, but of my family. My fiancé, who God bless Lauren Zima for being there every step of the way. I worried about my kids. I worried about my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, all my loved ones, my friends, he recalled. He also stated he was disappointed with himself following the interview. I was heartbroken, and I was gutted. I was embarrassed. I was mad at myself. I was disappointed in myself. The last thing in the world I ever wanted to do was be an agent of anything negative, whether it had to do with race or anything. The fact that I was involved in this and that I had a big part in this, I do own that, he added. Harrison faced backlash in 2021 after he spoke about the resurfaced photos of Bachelor Season 25 contestant and later winner, Kirkconnell, from a college party to which she wore an antebellum-style dress. He told Rachel Lindsay during an interview on Extra that fans need to have a little grace, a little understanding, a little compassion for Kirkconnell. The backlash from the chat led to Harrison, who served as the host of The Bachelor and its spin-offs, The Bachelorette and The Bachelor in Paradise, since 2002, offering an apology on Good Morning America before stepping away from Bachelor Nation in June 2021. He reportedly walked away with an 8-figure payout following months of tense negotiations with WBTV and Disney-owned ABC Television, according to Deadline. But Harrison wasn't meant to stay away from television forever. He is now preparing to return to TV with a new dating show seeking to match singles dating with real intention, series, which appears to have the tentative title Traditional Love, is looking for men and women who want a traditional, marriage-minded partnership built on commitment and shared values. It continues, we're looking for singles who believe in clear roles, long-term commitment, and building a life together, and who are dating with real intention. The show is set to air on an unknown platform which is only described as a prominent streaming service in the casting call. In the lengthy application, applicants are asked to share their definition of traditional marriage, their views on modern dating, and about their romantic past. Harrison told the Daily Mail he has been receiving an incredible response since sharing the casting call. I will be coming back to TV to do what means the most to me, helping people find love, Harrison told the Daily Mail. I want to do a show that is actually about finding that true love. I think that's been lost, and I think we all want it back. Will there be drama along the way? Absolutely, but in the end it will always be about love. The response to our casting announcement has been incredible. People are talking, discussing, debating love and relationships. That's what great reality TV is about. As for what the show is all about, I'll tie into one of my favorite lines here. You'll find out after the break.